And we're back to discuss Jurassic World: The Fallen Kingdom. And if you watched our review, we both liked it just fine. Things that I liked about this over the last one, I wasn't a big fan of the length of time it takes for a movie like Jurassic World to set up the whole theme park thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then the danger was that, something might get out and hurt the other people.
Yeah.
So it was kind of, there was a degree of separation between the goal of keeping these people alive versus the people that were actually dealing with it.
Uh-huh.
So there's just sort of a weird thing going on there.
Uh-huh.
And then the first one also had ridiculous scenes like that woman that just for no reason gets picked up and then eaten by the
big sea thing.
The big sea monster thing.
Yeah, they made a big deal out of that shot, yeah. Having said that, there's one, okay, it's just kind of a silly thing, but, and it's not just, I don't want to just pick on Jurassic World or Park or whatnot, but there's lots of films that do this. They'll build up this deadly creature, and it's so intelligent, it's so lethal, and then we see it in action, and it's, so dumb, and we tricked it because we went left instead of right. There's definitely moments like that in this one, but it's still fun, though.
Yeah.
It's just, that's nitpicking, but,
Yeah, I mean, I think it gets to the good stuff a lot faster than Jurassic World.
Yeah, this is snappy.
Which makes sense because they've already introduced all of the characters. What happens here is,
I think that's maybe why you found maybe Chris Pratt's character not as it wasn't it didn't focus on him as much this time. There was just a lot of other stuff going on,
Yeah, that's very true. He wasn't I would say Bryce Dallas Howard probably had more screen time than he did.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean she's more of the main character in this movie actually. Mm-hmm. But I liked how it introduced us to all the new characters and kind of the direction of how things were going to go at the beginning. Then we get to Bryce Dallas Howard. Then she gets to Chris Pratt, and then we're into the section that feels like it's going to be Jurassic Park 3, where they go back.
Yeah.
That goes in a similar way to Jurassic Park 3, where they get double-crossed, and the guys are there for military purposes. They're not there to actually help the dinosaurs.
Been tricked.
But then it the whole thing where they're on the ship and the whole thing where they're back in the mansion and stuff like that, I thought all of that stuff was fun and interesting.
It moved along really well, too.
The reveals of the movie were good.
One in particular with the girl, this is a spoiler one, so it's cool. The girl being a clone. Yeah, that was quite interesting.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what they were, because they kept heavily implying that her history was important, and they kept hiding these photos away from her, stuff like that. And
I was wondering what the deal with the photo was.
Yeah.
She looked a heck of a lot like her mom.
I kept thinking, at first I was thinking, are they gonna, reveal that her mom is Ellie Sattler, and that's how they're putting this together. But it turns out that she's a human clone, which makes total sense for Jurassic Park to have the,
so
that sort of semi... that sci-fi leaning, but also that playing God with genetics kind of thing.
Yeah, and they had now that we're talking about it, I think it's kind of a well-written moment when there's this that part where they can let the dinosaurs just die or let them roam free, but they'll be risking consequences, and Bryce Dallas Howard's character decides not to.
No,
But then the girl does. She's got this affinity with them because she's a clone too. If they can't live, I thought that was whatever their intention was with that. That was kind of deep for a movie of this type, which was kind of cool.
Clones are still real animals. They're still real creatures. And,
I thought that was kind of a cool little moment that
and she didn't know anything different her whole life, and when she saw that picture, it was
that was an eventful night for her.
It's funny. Yeah, it's funny. I don't think that there was probably a good portion of our audience that didn't get it when they saw the photo.
Yeah.
But I immediately...
You're did. Huh. Yeah.
It's because I think they were focusing on
lingers
her.
On it.
I think they were focusing on her and not on the, caretaker or whoever. Because that's how you, tell the difference. The caretaker is way younger in the photo. And so it's like, yeah, you're a copy of...
Yeah, something's going on here.
So, they talk about the fact that her mother died, and James Cromwell's character, who's her grandfather, or her actual... the father of the woman that was cloned into her, tells her that she's the spitting image, the mirror image of her mother.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is also a clue towards that whole thing.
Exactly.
So yeah, I think it's a fun little movie. It really is. I really enjoyed it. I can get nitpicky and talk about some of the stupid stuff that happens in the movie.
Yeah.
So like
designed by committee action scenes, but yeah.
So there's stuff like it's cool that the girl like gets around in this dumbwaiter that's in the house.
Yeah.
Right? But then later the dumbwaiter goes all the way down to where the dinosaurs are.
Some of the spatial stuff I didn't understand at all. Well,
why would you do that?
Gotta eat too.
But
a rack of lamb,
That's a lot of trips in the dumbwaiter, like to feed all the dinosaurs. And the other thing,
the spatial stuff. How does that place connect with? Okay, well, we'll just go with it.
There's a bunch of those kind of things. A lot of it was like her getting around the house.
Well, they did in a tiny way. They kind of quickly established when Bryce Dallas Howard first visits that place, the daughter's sneaking around. So we quickly established that she's sneaky and
she knows how to get going the place.
Knows every inch of the place.
But she's never been to the sub-basements before.
Right.
Good
point. That's all new.
So the dumbwaiter going all that way down there doesn't make any sense in that context. The thing that got me the most probably happened much earlier in the movie when she actually finds the sub-basement. She goes into the elevator, and the elevator has like floors 1 and 2 or whatever, and then it has floor -1, -2, and -3. She presses -3, okay, and comes down. The elevator's open onto a mezzanine.
Right.
Directly below where she's standing, there's another set of elevator doors. So, how do you get there?
Right.
Is the -4 button missing?
Right.
Or did they just like decide it was a cooler shot?
I actually missed that, so that's funny.
Yeah, I noticed. I was like -3, and then she comes out on this mezzanine, and I'm like, wait, how do you? But
wow, that's fun. That's all. My one that sticks out like a sore thumb is when I forget her character's name. So Bryce Dallas Howard gets her leg incapacitated, can't walk, and then she
just shows up
right
on the
at
top
a convenient moment.
of that
Yeah, she's on top of a big glass building with. It's like what? Okay, we'll just go along with that.
Yeah,
but like you said, they're just nitpicks, but it's fun.
Yeah.
And the end, I didn't quite get, unless they just meant more in the sense of, like the Jurassic Park thing, life will find a way to, live and cause mayhem and stuff. They took the vials away and stuff. But if we're just basing the ending part on the escaped dinosaurs, that was just a small number. I would assume they'd just be hunted down or...
Yeah, I mean, so there's a couple of things set up for the next movie. There's the dinosaurs that were rescued from the island
on the boat
that are now running free, including Blue.
Yeah. See, I would have figured they would just be picked up kind of quickly because of their shape and size.
B.D. Wong's character escapes everything.
So he's going to just keep working.
So he can keep...
You got the genetics that keep going.
Yeah, if he can get somebody to fund him, then he can...
Yeah.
Keep going with it. They lost the bone of the
that got shanked.
The Indominus Rex, but they still have the full body of the Indoraptor, which they just left in that room.
Right. Yeah.
So they can go and get any genetic stuff from that and make another one.
Yeah. There's lots of trails you could take from that, huh?
So, and I would be willing to guess that there will be people who are disappointed by Jeff Goldblum's role in the movie. In that
he was there, but very small.
He just bookends the movie.
Yeah,
with
exactly.
Like 2 congressional sessions, or not even
same
maybe
room,
one.
Same everything. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
but
we're just pulling it apart because
just cause
it's fun. Yeah, it's fun to do.
Now, one thing I could say is it's a totally like safe movie in terms of like my wife was like, she thought it was going to be like, I said, no, there'll probably be kids there. And she's like, what? It looked scary to her in the trailer. But it's totally a safe movie in terms that you can probably bring anyone. And the more violent scenes are totally like, I don't want to say neutered, but they're in a way that you don't really see stuff that's like gross or anything.
Yeah,
there's well done so that everyone can see it, you know?
I mean, yeah, it's PG-13. There's almost no blood in the movie.
Yeah.
And
it's just all implied.
A lot of the time, you will hear stuff happening, but the camera will be panning towards something else. A lot of the times, it's like Bryce Dallas Howard and Chris Pratt are like escaping while someone else is getting like attacked.
Yeah.
And it shows the person about to be attacked, and then it pans and follows Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard, and you see their reactions.
Yeah.
But you never see the actual like bite or whatever it is that's going on. That would be violent. I think the first Jurassic Park is still the scariest of all of them.
Right. The original was the one with the water and the footprint and the vibration, right?
Yeah.
When it's going, yeah, that's my most memorable moment from.
Or the sequence where the two kids are trapped in the car and the T-Rex shows up
with the windows cracking and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's cool too.
Like that's just amazing. So, yeah, but yeah, I'm sure there were kids there. I didn't really read the room for how many, but yeah, this has been around for a while, so. Anyway, that's our discussion. Thanks for watching. If you like the way we do these, please like the video, subscribe, check out all the written and video reviews over at dalemaxfield.com. Thanks for watching.